Alright. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon. Hi to all of you. Today is the 18th of February 2021, and this is the first time that I record the vlog inside of my room because usually at this time of day, usually there's a lot of noise, especially the wind noise. Even right now, you guys can hear noises coming from a lot of sources. I can still hear the wind noise. I can hear this fan noise. Sometimes the neighbors' kids are going to play around at this time, so that is why I don't record in in the room. And I just want to give it a try. I just want to give it a go because probably this is going to be one of the place where I am going to record all of the episodes right after this. But right now, yeah, there's a lot of noise. I can still hear the motorcycle. Sometimes it's ambulance, sometimes it's just helicopters. Sometimes people are dragging furnitures around, so there's a lot of noise inside of this house. And uh, but I guess I am just going to live with it. And um, let's go to the episode for today. Okay, so today is Thursday and it's uh, 18th of February 2021, and it's really windy now in Ampang in Malaysia. And good news is there has been reportedly 4,620 cases that has been recovered from COVID-19 in Malaysia. What a big applause, big round of applause to the frontliners and to everyone that has been working endlessly to fight the COVID-19 infections, uh, especially around Malaysia. And so if you are new to this channel or you've never been to this channel, so consider to subscribe. I'm Khairul. I'm going to talk about a lot of issues about the collecting world or the collector's world. I used to do a lot of vlogs in about the motorcycle and vlogging, but right now I'm really into collecting and collecting world. I'm not an expert. I'm just one person that is very enthusiastic and feel welcome to join in our small community here in Malaysia. And well, the topic that I'm going to talk about today is more about why I um, why am I'm am I taking this as a hobby instead of something else? Like there's a lot of hobbies like in this world, like very very well known, very well known by all the other people. For example, like cycling, fishing, motorcycle, motorsport, and vlogging is also a hobby. That that's why I don't usually do it inside of my house because there's a lot of noise. But while I'm just going to go with it and we try to audio process it later. There you go. Uh, so why am I in um, this hobby, in this collector's world? What makes me come in and you know be like that? Well, firstly, the first ever action figures that I have purchased is the uh, SHF, or the superhero figure arts from Bokenja, and that is the first thing because I really love that series before, and that is the first figure, the Red Ranger, and I think that contributes to the whole scene thing, and that is why I keep on purchasing, just to fill up the shelf behind. And yeah, I feel good. I really fall in love with it, and I can't do anything else at that time. It was in 2020. People are not able to go out and do vlogs like usually do, and I really don't want to just be in my car. I want to make something. I want to see progress. So this is one of the thing that I do in order to be uh, productive. So that is why I love, and that is how I join in this hobby as a whole. And from one action figures to another, and meeting a lot of new friends in Facebook groups, in WhatsApp group. Even we have like a mini gathering at some point, and it was nice before the coronavirus. And right now we are still contacting through the Facebook group and sharing a lot of pictures, uh, and that is fun. That is why I am in this community. So, uh, well, uh, other things that to consider about if you are wanting to be a collector. Collecting is very, very easy and simple job, right? It's very, very easy, very, very simple thing to do, because because it takes zero effort or zero skill to be collecting. You guys can collect a lot of stuff. For example, coins. You can collect a lot of plastic bags. There's a lot of things that you can collect, and one of the things you can collect is also action figures. But bear in mind, this hobby takes a lot of money. It's a money pit, and if you guys are into this, you should have like a estimated budget in order for you not to overspend and be you know to just eat some instant noodles at the end of the month, like I did in the beginning of 2020, in the beginning of this hobby before. So put aside some budget that you can burn off, like for example, I put like 300 ringgit or 200 ringgit in order for me to buy any of these things in the shelf, and that is how I manage. And I think I am not having a lot of collections there. I just have a few, and okay. Yeah, and I think there's a lot more people that have like the whole hall filled with action figures, and they are better known or better knowledge about things in the collector's world. So I'm I'm hearing like a lot of noise, and I hope you guys don't mind it. I will post process it as I can with my limited knowledge. So that is how I started. Uh, the reason I started because I love that kind of action figures, and how I managed to still going through this uh, hobbies as a whole. And why you shouldn't why you shouldn't be into this hobby. Probably this is not going to be everyone's taste. It's not going to be everyone's taste, like going for to buy a lot of stuff. Why is not for you? Probably one is this is a very uncommon uh, uncommon hobbies, you know, very not popular, not everyone is collecting. Sometimes there's a lot of thing about the currency in Malaysia, especially if you want to buy action figures that are from United States. This is not for you. um, if you want to buy figures from United States, the Malaysian currency is very bad, and that's why the exchange rate it makes cheap figures become fairly expensive, especially you're living in Malaysia. Probably that's not for you. If not for you, because if you want fame, this is a very underrated hobby. Very for people who are very lonely or very single. If you want to make a lot of friends, this is not a place. This is a very specific niche, targeted place that you guys want to join in. And of course, there's a lot of lines and a lot of things about this hobby, about this love of collecting action figures. And last but not least, if this hobby is not for you, if you are afraid of statues, or you're afraid of small soldiers, probably if you have seen like Toy Story line, Toy Story stories, movies, you're afraid of your toys going alive and try to kill you at night. This hobby is not for you. So that's for a reason, very simple ones. And why you should join in this hobby? Well, first of all, we are that's the fun of it. You know, the fun of being in this hobby. First of all, is the first thing first is your um, friends. Yeah, it starts from friends. You know, when you join a group, you know, people will post a lot of pictures and a lot of things about certain action figures that sometimes it's going to make you feel like you want to own the action figures. So that's the first one. There's a lot of friends that are going to suggest a lot of things to you. Okay, that's the first one. There's a lot of friends, and it's cool. It's nice. Just nice, right? But that's the first thing. You have a lot of friends. Second one is when you have something in mind. For example, you want to buy like Marvel Legends figures, or hot toys, or any kind of like for example, you like Asuna from Sword Art Online. Probably you want to buy like Figma from Attack on Titans. So, alright, you have something in mind. You go into the marketplace. There's tons. There's probably going to be tons of choices. There's a lot of choices. You just have to pick one that is according to your budget. So that's the fun of it. You have to do research, you have to do price checks, which is a part of the thrill And last but not least is the weight. Well, once you have ordered something online, the seller is going to, post it to you, and the weight is one of the fun things to do. Yeah. Uh, you have, for example, if you purchase something from China or from the neighboring country like Indonesia, all these action figures take time to to be here, to get to you. So the wait is one of the most exciting thing to do, because it keeps you going. You're going to work, you do a lot of things around in your house, trying to survive, and by knowing something is coming, something that you love is coming to the house or coming to you in a week time or 2 weeks time. And once you get the puzzle, once you get the action figures, it's going to be fun. It's going to be one hell of experience for me, especially. So that is some of the thrills that I have for action figures collecting. And bonus point, if this hobby is for you, if you want to establish some connections with these sellers, because there are a lot of sellers, and a lot of newcomers, people are coming in to buy things, to search for things, and these sellers have like a very niched audience. So getting to know them makes it easier for you for future reference. For example, you want to buy another set of Kamen Rider SHF, or you want to buy another figure, you can contact the seller. And usually these sellers, they have a lot of they have actually buy or ordered from used item in Japan or somewhere outside, that I really don't want the hassle to order from outside. It's better for me to order from these sellers, that is going to be much more easier for me to do so. So yeah. So that's the reason. One, why is the hobby? And then two, why it's not for you? And three, why is it for you? And I think that's all for me. A very short 20 minutes clip about this podcast episode, probably, I don't know, 27, 37. And do follow me on Instagram. It's OverjoyedTVMY. YouTube, Shin Hyojin. And my Facebook channel OverjoyedTVMY too. And I don't have Twitter, nothing about Twitter. Twittering is a very scary place to be. And that's all for me. Thank you, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.